All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have a special episode today. We have nationally touring stand-up comedian. She performs over here in New York City, LA. She was on Netflix as a joke. She also has her own shows that she been having the shows down at the stand. Yeah. Dominican shows been selling out here in New York City and also LA. Mm-hmm. It's called Mori Soñando, which is a refreshment. A Dominican refreshment is made out of juice and milk. Don't judge, taste, because it's delicious. You know, we also got my main man Norberto from the West Coast, representing Mexicans of all Mexicans. He's representing Mexico today.
Sure.
Puebla, Mexico.
He said, I did not know I was carrying this responsibility.
It's also his birthday.
Happy birthday!
Woo!
We're gonna have to have some sound effects for that.
Happy birthday. We're gonna see if we could buy him some tacos or some shit to celebrate, you know.
Well, he said he was gonna buy his own tacos. I just wanna make that clear. Sorry. No, only because
I know.
Like, go buy him some tacos.
Sorry,
Gadiel, it's your show.
I'm in charge of Mexico. I'm gonna buy my own tacos.
Bring this microphone closer. Okay. Glorelys, what's up? How you guys doing? You guys, ¿qué ustedes hicieron para Thanksgiving? How was Thanksgiving for you guys?
Thanksgiving was horrible for me.
Why? Why you say that?
You know, I was really looking forward to it. As you know, I just got laid off my job. And I was like, you know what? I'm grateful for my family. Because that's all you need in life. Yeah. But then when you get around them, you're like, wow, I hate all of you.
Damn. Yeah. You hate your whole family?
I don't hate...
They're going to watch this.
And I know that.
And they know that?
They're blocked.
You blocked your whole family?
I blocked them. This year, I didn't leave the group chat. I just blocked everybody so I can't see the messages.
Why? What happened?
It's actually kind of stupid. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, maybe you tell me if I overreacted.
No.
Okay.
I'm tired of being, as you know, I'm a woman.
Mm-hmm. Obviously.
You know, and I'm tired of being, especially a Latina woman, I'm tired of being like the person that's, I'm always working. Like, even if it's a holiday, like I'm working. I go, can you get this? Can you get that? And it's like, I wanted to just kind of just show up and have fun. So I'm on my way to the house. We take a cab over there. Mm-hmm. My dad is like, yo, not like this, but he's like, yo, if you're 5 minutes away, can you get some Coronas?
Okay.
But you already know that it's Thanksgiving and everything is closed on Thanksgiving. So it's like, you're giving me an impossible task. And on top of that, if you're going to go to a thing, I don't know about what they do in the Mexican culture, but in our culture, we like our cerveza vestida novia. So like, why would you just get a Corona an hour before you're about to drink it? That shit should have been in the freezer all day long. Yeah. But you know what? I'm trying to be lovable. I'm trying to be like, the daughter that does everything. So I'm trying to find these Coronas and I do Uber Eats. I'm like, I'm going to get Uber Eats. Corona is fine. I guess I ordered from a place that wasn't open. So we're waiting for an hour. Mind you, it's already 7 o'clock. But people want their Coronas. It's 7 o'clock. So now everybody's looking at me like, oh, you don't get the beer. You don't. And like, first of all, that was not my responsibility. Yeah. We have a group chat where we said we were bringing. I just happened to try to do an extra favor. But then like my cousin is like giving me looks and making these side comments, like my scamming cousin. She's a Sagittarius. And she's like, oh, of course the beers aren't here. I'm like, bitch, you're never responsible. Like, don't talk to me like this.
She's a scamming cousin? What does that mean?
I just wanted to call her that because I'm upset at her. Yeah. And then...
Wait, hold on. You mean to tell me that nobody at this gathering brought like...
I'm going to tell you what happened. My dad is a very generous person. He brought Modelo. Okay. So now the issue is this family is divided. Yeah. Are we a Modelo family or a Corona family? We cannot have both. And it's an issue in the Latino community.
Why?
Modelo and Corona?
Because for a long time we were all drinking Coronas. Yeah. Well, I don't know which I was doing in the.
I don't drink anymore, but all I know is that if there's a beer in the fridge,
it doesn't matter.
But it's like when you go to BJ's and you do the wholesale order, you only buying one. You really buying one brand. And I was like, after the pandemic, we just all switched over to Modelo. But my one aunt, one person in this house does not drink Modelo, and that caused all of this. And honestly, now that I'm saying it, maybe I overreacted, but I just felt like it was just too much judgment. I locked myself in the room with I didn't want to talk to nobody, so that was my Thanksgiving. It sounds a lot less dramatic than what it was.
It sounds way less dramatic.
No, because when you're...
Some serious shit went down. Okay. Yo.
I was ready for the cheeseman was the beer.
No, because when you're...
She blocked the whole family because they drink Modelo
It
now.
wasn't that. It was about the judgment. It's like the whole responsibility. Like, oh, you didn't put the beers in the refrigerator correct. It's like these micro judgments that happen in Latino families. That's what it was about.
Yeah.
And especially
which is normal. It's kind of normal.
But I'm tired of it.
Gotcha.
I'm tired. And honestly, what I'm really mad about is that my cousin the night before They went out to drink without me.
That's
what
that's what
that's
got to the root of the problem right
she
there.
started with that.
Yeah, because it was my cousin's birthday and it's her 40th birthday. I'm like, yo, it's a milestone. And then the groups are like, oh, happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday, bitch. Why didn't you tell nobody? So
but don't you have them blocked on the group chat?
This is before I blocked them. So it was the night before they all went out.
And they're not silent in the group chat.
No, they're just like, oh, it's like they're showing pictures of what happened the night before. And I'm like,
and nobody invited you.
Nobody invited me. It's like family.
You got left
what happened? And it's just like, then you're like hanging out in the living room and it's the whole family, but you're starting to see, oh, it's cliques in this bitch.
And they all talk about your last night was great.
Right. So now they're talking
mad and
right.
shit.
They're talking like, oh, Glory gotta go to therapy because she mad over some beers. It wasn't the beer.
It wasn't
the
was
beer.
the fact that one, my mom should have had the beers. Like I'm tired of having to compensate for people. I know this sounds crazy. But it's like you should have had the beers. If you're hosting, you buy the alcohol.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
I'm a big have alcohol, but I'm also a big believer of like you're supposed to bring alcohol. Bring some wine, bring some wine, bring a variety of stuff.
Obviously, we
you don't go empty-handed to a house.
No
way.
It's Thanksgiving. We all were bringing stuff.
Okay, what were you bringing?
Pie.
That's good. That's good. That's good. I think that's acceptable. Absolutely.
That's good.
Yeah,
you made the pie?
No. I actually got them refunded from Whole Foods because they brought the wrong pie.
So wait. So you Uber Eats pie?
No, I did. I Amazon's. I don't know if we're boycotting Amazon right now, but take that out. I was in an emergency and I had to order some pies. They gave it to me. They brought me the wrong pie. Asked for a refund. The pies were free. So that was my contribution to capitalism.
What kind of pie?
Some berry pie. Ew. I wanted pumpkin pie.
That sounds disgusting.
Yeah. Anyways, whatever. I'm tired of my family. It's bigger than the corona. It's just the fact that I always end up doing work on a holiday. Like I have to call somebody's Uber. I just don't want to work. I don't want to be useful.
You don't
for my
do
family.
nothing. You don't be useful, period.
No, because there's other people that go through life that aren't useful. Why do I gotta be useful?
What the fuck?
But hold on.
Is that crazy?
Yes.
Here's the thing. It's a microaggressions. It's a microaggressions. It's what it is.
Microaggression.
But it's not just a microaggression.
No. Thank you.
But it's not just the microaggressions. It feels like the bigger thing here was you being left out.
That's what it is.
They purposely left you out, and they didn't include you.
It was lack of inconsideration. Like instead of being like, "Hey, Glory, like you're good," it's like, "Oh, of course the beers aren't here." Bitch, this is not even my responsibility.
It was a microaggression.
It was a family microaggression.
Maybe it sounds like you could have probably gotten over it if it were just the microaggressions.
I think.
But it was also it's the full package.
It's the fact that I spent my whole Thanksgiving, I spent 3 hours trying to get Corona beers there. Then I ordered the Corona beer. My dad was like, why you got the mini Corona beers? Bitch. Bitch, what? So when I tell you we got Corona for Christmas, they will be there. Because I bought mad Coronas. But it's just like, it just was unnecessary. It's just like.
But why did you get the mini Corona?
First,
that's a legit question.
Because everything is closed on Thanksgiving. So I saw a pack of 24. I'm like,
so there was no bodegas open.
My mom doesn't live in an area where there's bodegas. She's in Riverdale.
Riverdale?
Yeah, so it's like a little bit far removed from. You got to take a bus.
Do you know where Riverdale is?
No, not really.
Okay.
A lot of Dominicans move out of the city. A lot of people.
No, this is still the Bronx.
This is the Bronx.
This is the Bronx, bro.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who lives in the Bronx, bro?
Yeah, a lot of people live in the Bronx, but it's like a little bit more secluded. Like you can't just you gotta either get a car or take a bus there.
It's like near Marble Hill, in that
he's
area. He's
not even from here, Gadiel. He's kind of showing off right now.
Yo no voy para allá.
Okay.
Yo no voy para allá.
Yo tampoco, because my family's
in the Bronx, you know.
So, okay, let's move on. How was your Thanksgiving?
We're going to FaceTime. Thanksgiving was weird, bro, because I ain't gonna lie, Casa De Alofoke was
that's the other thing. I'm like team fruta. Like all of a sudden, everybody's watching this Casa De Alofoke shit.
Was everybody in the Thanksgiving dinner watching Casa De Alofoke?
It was that and the concierto, and it was just
it was Casa De Alofoke. The whole family was sitting around the TV, no music. There's nobody's. Everybody's watching Casa De Alofoke, bro. I ain't gonna lie, their ratings were through the roof. It was like, Americans, they do American football, and I always got annoyed with Americans watching football. Like, I never understood the concept. But Casa De Alofoke on Thanksgiving was like Dykeman was quiet.
That's hilarious.
Dykeman.
Do you know what this? You know what it is?
I know he's talked to me about it. Okay. And the thing is, I've walked by some Dominican wine shops.
Yeah.
And you see it in the background. Bruh. Ever since you brought it up, like this is what it looks like and everything. I noticed that people just have it on the screen.
Yeah. On the screen, en la discoteca, anywhere. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, señores. Esta vaina fue otro nivel. And you know what? Shout out to Santiago Matias because the dude is a genius. Yeah. Right? What he did was genius. They had 3 million views. So if you think about it, 3 million views, Thanksgiving, that means people are in the house. There's probably like 10 people in the house. There's probably like 50 million people probably watching right then at that time, bro. And they're doing like you know the TikTok battles with one of each other. I was sitting there, I'm like, we really spending Thanksgiving watching.
Everybody...
Bro, it was like the Super Bowl.
Wait, you were watching it while having dinner?
It was just like it was a thing to do.
It was a thing to do, bro. Well, yo, no lie, yo me fui. I was like, you know, because I'm not going to spend all night watching Casa De Alofoke. I'm sorry, like, this is Thanksgiving. I want to spend time with my family. The whole family sitting around the TV watching Casa De Alofoke. And I left my house. And they live in Dykeman. And usually, like, Dominicans party for Thanksgiving. You hear music all over the place. You know, the toco, toco, to. The bachata. Yeah. No había nada de bachata, nada de esa vaina. You know what I was listening to? I was walking down the street. And every time I looked into somebody's house, and you see the whole family sitting around the TV. Yeah. And all I heard was Santiago Matias.
It's kind of scary. It's kind of scary. I'm thinking about it.
If you think about it, this is like a moment in history, bro.
It is. But what do you think about the program? Like, do you? And it's like this is reality.
It's reality.
We don't leave you out of it. But like, I saw the first season. I was into it because I felt like I'm a little bit more American Dominican, right? Like obviously I'm Dominican, but I'm a little bit more on the gringa side. Yeah. So it was nice. I just have to accept it. I went to DR. I'm like, they think I'm a gringa. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm not going to keep fighting. I'm not going to fight it, you know? Yeah. But, and what's the thing in Mexico? I think it's called poche or something like that.
Pocho.
I did a show and they were like,
pocha. Son pochos.
Yeah. If you're like an American, whatever. It's like, it is what it is. I'm fucking American, you know?
Yeah.
But I'm very proud of my Dominican culture. I love my culture. There's some problems in it, which the show highlights a little bit. But what I liked about the first season when it first came out, it was cute. It was like we're all connected through this television show. Yeah. On the island, in the United States. I thought it was great. Mine, it was a little bit like rambunctious, whatever, but it was still, everybody was still a little bit as normal as possible. But I feel like this season, it was just a bunch of like everybody knew that you could get famous off of it. Yeah. So it was very extra and I couldn't watch it. Like, I feel like the first season I liked Crucita. It was cute. Yeah, Gigi.
Now Team Fruta all over.
Yeah, and I don't know her story. I know like men were crying about it, so that's healing for our community.
Right. Men were crying about it?
I had 2 guy friends that were crying about whatever happened with Team Fruta. Like, it was
Are you serious?
Like it was emotional.
Like that he won the house or something.
No, it was before he won. Like, something happened on the show that it was just really like emotional and like they were tearing up. You have to watch it day by day to understand the storyline, because if you miss a day, it's gone.
But that's crazy. It was like 38 days straight, bro. Just straight up streaming. They won the Guinness Book of World Records, bro. Romeo Santos and Prince Royce were there on the last episode, on the Thanksgiving episode.
So as somebody who's like unfamiliar with it, what I'm familiar with is like Love Island, right?
Yeah, I'm very familiar with Love Island.
Yeah. So how is Casa De Alofoke? How would you say it's like the differences between the two? Because I know Love Island, for example, Love Island had a hold over the summer on the United States. I
was part of it.
I was very part of it.
And Love Island Games, honey.
Hey, you did Love Island Games?
Yeah, it was good.
Okay, all right.
I don't really do reality TV. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not the type of person to sit down and watch a live stream. Like, you see what I'm saying? I just saw everybody else just on it. I think it's more of a trending thing. Like, there's something to talk about. Especially Dominicans here in the United States of America. You want to feel connected back to the island, to the people back home. So it's also like a mass conversation, right? And it's just people. Also, you also gotta think about like people are winning prizes. Like, people's lives are changing before your eyes. This people are going over there. They probably don't have money. Things are not going well for their career. And in real time, you're seeing people's life change, right? and people, you see people's true character because they don't play. Sometimes you see influencers that play a character at all times, but this is a time that you can't play a character 24/7.
Yeah. So you kind of see that sometimes the personality falls flat.
Yeah.
That's one thing that happens, because I feel like, and that's kind of like the issue that I kind of have with Dominican media, and maybe it's not my place because I'm not a Dominican from the island, right? Like I'm Dominican American, but I feel like even in doing my comedy, sometimes I feel like I have to be super like whatever is propelled on the media, and I'm just not that. Like, for example, La Insuperable, right? Like, she's up there fight. I don't know the whole story, but like I just saw that she had like a fight with someone.
She had a fight and she got beat up.
And I was like, why are you always dating somebody and then always getting heartbroken and throwing glasses? Like, it's starting to be a pattern, you know? I kind of had to check out. I was rooting for her because the whole like Jailene, like shit, Jailene slept with her man. Like, I was involved. Yeah. But now I'm a little bit removed because like, it's just too much shade room happening for me. Yeah. But I'm like, I feel like I have to be like that in order to be accepted as Dominican. If that makes sense.
I just feel like, you know what? I feel you, because a lot of times we do alienate as Dominicans. But no, you're not Dominican. No, tú eres gringo. Tú eres
I went to when I was in a Cibao, they were like, okay, cool. Tú eres Dominicana. Because I guess it's a little bit more like, you know, my dad is from Cibao. So it's I kind of...
Y mi familia también.
Yeah, I kind of take... It's a lot of... I don't want to say like it's a lot of mixing, but like my dad is a white Dominican. My mom is trigueñita. So it's a little bit more like a Cibaeño type of thing. I don't know. Maybe that's my perception of what I got. But they were very accepting of me. They were like, you know what, don't matter your skin color.
Cibao is different though. Cibao was like, you know, every people are more accepting. If you're American, they're like, oh,
it was so nice. Right? My aunts there in Santo Domingo, they're like, tú eres extranjera, whatever. Like, you don't look Dominican. I'm like, my whole entire family is here. Like, I don't know what to tell you. So I'm just over it. So I was like, I'm just American Dominican. Y'all can suck my ass.
Yeah, but it's fine. I feel like, you know, there's a lot of people, oh, no, you're not Dominican enough, or the gringos and stuff like that. Those people that they try to alienate, you know, that's not only Dominican, it's all Latinos. Like even in Mexico, they have a thing called pochos. Like, tú eres una pocha. ¿Tú entiendes? So lo que pasa es que we try, especially as Latinos, we try to like exclude people instead of being more inclusive.
Why? What's the goal of that?
I don't know. People just want to make themselves feel better and putting themselves in higher value.
It's generational trauma. It's what it is.
I think that's
what
like,
it is. How you gonna persecute me? So I had this conversation with my cousins in DR. They called me Dominican Jordans because we Dominican, but we from America. It's like, how you gonna persecute me for a decision I had no autonomy over? My family came here when I had no input in that, and then I was raised here in New York. How you gonna be like, oh, tú no eres Dominicana? That's not. I am Dominican.
Yeah.
You know, like my entire bloodline is Dominican. So it's like, how you gonna make me feel other? And, you know, I just kind of like I
think that comes from ignorance too. Like we had the conversation with Maya. Maya is always like, she's like wrestling with her Chicana Mexican identity at the same time. But I'm like, no, there's a table for you as well on the table that you know.
I don't know what the difference.
I feel like it's a relatively new thing. It's a relatively new thing to accept who we are and the different backgrounds that come with the different nationalities that we all come from.
Yeah,
it's a very new thing. It's a very millennial thing, and it's also a very Gen Z thing. That it's like for the longest time you had to be there's only a specific way to be Mexican and there's only a specific way to be Dominican, and now it's kind of like, no, there's diversity and different shades underneath this umbrella of like Latinidad.
Yeah, right? I was like that before. I used to be that guy, like, you don't speak Spanish, you're not Latino. Like, it was very exclusive, right? And then it took me years growing up. Like, yo hablo mi español, si tú no hablas español, tú no eres Latino, tú no eres Dominicano. Pero no, tú no eres. And the thing is, it took me years to understand that I was, excluding people that belong at the table. Right. And I was like, okay, I got to be more inclusive with everybody because that's how we make our voices stronger. And it took like a lot of work, especially like the work that we did at Pero Like, that's when we understood like a lot of people related to Maya. And after years, when you don't speak a certain language, you lose it.
No,
you start losing it.
I'm on the verge of like, I just did a show. I did Comedia Criolla. I don't know if I'm saying that right. And I was surprised at the amount of Spanish that came out because I'm like, I just kind of like stopped speaking Spanish because like my family made me. Now that's the thing. Like I'm trying to participate in the culture, but you're making me feel like shit. So I'm like, I'm just not gonna do it no more. So my Spanish is deteriorating. Like I kind of forgotten word, and I didn't speak English when I was a child. I only spoke Spanish.
Same here, yeah.
And then I had to learn English, and then they were making fun of me So I only spoke English.
Yeah.
But my Spanish is kind of like, it's ratatagon. But when I go to DR, I am forced, because I spend like months at a time there, like weeks at a time, it does come back. Like she's in there. The Dominican girls
after 2 months, after 2 months.
After 2 weeks, I be speaking Spanish. Because you're just there all day long, so you're talking to people
I need
in
to go
Spanish.
back. I need to go back because I want to do more comedy in Spanish. And
It's a whole scene over there. It's booming. It's great to see. I did like a few shows in Spanish, so that was interesting. But it also felt like guilty because I'm like, I'm not Dominican, so it's like, are they gonna like me?
I think that comes from within you. It depends on your enthusiasm. If you're gonna let them win, you're gonna let them win. If you're gonna be like, oh no, I'm not Dominican, not because people are saying that shit. You know, I hate the term ni de aquí ni de allá. You know, a lot of Gen Zers are using that. The millennials also. Yo no me siento que ni de aquí ni de allá. No, yo soy de aquí y de allá. A mí no me importa qué me diga. Yo soy dominicano.
Yeah.
But
nobody's out there questioning if you're Dominican.
The people, you'd be surprised. Ooh. People be like, no, you're not Dominican. You're not Dominican. Somebody call me a no sabo. I like.
They got the wrong one. No sabo qué?
No sabo. Yo sé más que tú y por lo menos yo puedo hablar dos lenguajes. So,
was it like one of those stupid Instagram comments?
Dumb, you know.
Okay, that doesn't count. They didn't say Instagram. It to your face.
Yeah. But there's people out there like that, right? But even though, no matter what, and sometimes like my Spanish ain't as great as I want it to be or how it used to be. I don't give a fuck what they think. They can't say that I'm not Dominican. They cannot say I'm not Latino because I'm proud of who I am, where I come from. And I've contributed more to the culture than any of them. I'm so proud of who I am, enthusiastic about who I am, where I come from, my roots, bro. Like that it spreads like wildfire. Like, and I think I've attracted people that were like, there's people that feel excluded. There's people in Ohio. I'm not doing content for the Dominican back in Dominican Republic. You see what I'm saying? I'm doing content for the Dominican that grew up in Ohio that has never been seen, or even Mexican or the Latino that felt like they haven't been part. You know what I mean? Yeah. Part of it, and they feel excluded because they're part of a community that none of them look like them. How can I reach out to that person? To be like, yo, you know what? You're worthy enough. You're one of mine. Tú eres de lo mío. And you're like, and you're beautiful for who you are. You have a rich culture.
I love that.
Yeah.
So
for the longest time, I think like for generations, right? The generations that came before us, part of it was like they were trying to seek validation from Americans.
Yeah.
They wanted American validation, right?
Yeah.
To feel like they could belong in a country like this one. And then after a while, it's like, okay, we don't need their validation, but now we want the validation of our culture and our communities.
Yeah.
And then after a while, like, well, we kind of recognize, I mean, not everybody, but like our generation recognized, like, no, we don't need the validation of anybody. We are who we are first and foremost. We are proud of who we are. And regardless of how imperfect our Spanish is, how el español machucado, ¿verdad? Like how terrible we speak it, it doesn't matter because at the end of the day, we come first. Yeah. It's us. The only people that we have to validate is ourselves.
It was ourselves.
Yeah. That's where I'm at. And I kind of like, that's kind of I feel like, I don't know if you have this experience, Gadiel, but with stand-up, sometimes you fall into this trap of like, oh my God, I want them to like me, so I'm going to try to do jokes that they will like. And that is the worst way to go about it because now you're looking for the audience to give you validation. And I would find sometimes, even in my own show, even in Modelo Soñando, I'm like, oh my God, I didn't have a good set because I don't feel like it was Dominican enough. And now I'm like, you know what? I'm going to just talk about the shit I want to talk about. I don't need to keep reminding people I am Dominican and this is my perspective, this is my lived experience, and I'm gonna just talk about the shit I want to talk about. And I feel like the jokes are coming out much, much better.
Yeah, like, because you're being authentically you, and there's a lot of people that relate to you. Matter of fact, you'd be surprised. The future generation they look more like you.
What do you mean?
We're talking about the Gen Zers, the next generations that are coming after you.
No, that is my fan base, and the next kids, not like the older people, like the next kids. They love me because they're like, sometimes we'll do the show, and I'm like, people come up to me, right? But like, we'll do the show, and people have like the people that they like, but then once in a while, I'll see like two girls in the audience, like, we loved you. And they're like Dominican women. They just look like me. Like it's like, okay, girl, we're lost. We went to college. We came back to the hood. We don't fit in here. We don't fit in the island. Where do we fit? And I feel like I have my little tribe that's forming together. Yeah. But I'm just tired. Like I just feel like, especially as a Gemini, I don't know if you guys are Sagittarius have gone through this whole, like, I have to find myself. But it's like, every time I do something that, like, my grandma wanted me to do, I get persecuted for it. So, like, she was like, go to college. I go to college. I come back home. My cousins are like, oh, you like that school shit. Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
So I just feel like, I always say I'm my grandma's dreams gone way too far because she don't even recognize like what she empowered. If that does that make any sense?
We live in a weird world that we have like a crazy right now. Like people are so anti-intellectual.
Oh my God! Please don't even get me started. I have to be dumb now. I'm like, it's so hard.
People are so it's like you know, you're complaining about things that you should be proud of.
No, I am happy I went to college, but I'm just saying that like it's hard when you try to be like, I did this thing, and then your own community doesn't really. I'm not saying that's everybody, but it's just like kind of like
it is exhausting.
It's exhausting. All my life, I felt like I had to like prove like, hey, I am this thing, and I'm just tired of it.
Sometimes it's people's own insecurity.
They're insecure. Yeah, I feel like so I'm like, I don't even care no more. Say whatever you want about me. I'm Dominican. I'm not Dominican. I'm this. I'm not. I don't care.
But I think that's the beautiful part about it is the fact that like once you start just focusing on you, like you don't have to try to fit into any particular box. And I think this comes also with like evolving, right? Because I mean, for the longest time, we did content about being Latino, right? And the thing is like, after a while, you're just kind of like, why are we always constantly having to refer to the identity? Who we are as people is Latino enough. And I think that's part of it, that it's like after we've known that we can break the shackles of like just being who we are and being in our own space, in our own energy, that's ultimately what people can relate to the most.
That's what they relate to, right? But then we're talking about on the opposite end, the opportunities and the brands, right? So like if you don't fit a specific narrative, you don't get opportunities. So that I think that's what like the artists, I mean, I think you guys are a little bit more established than me. You got like 500,000 followers. 200,000. But the artist is like, I'm trying to get opportunities, but I'm not getting them because I don't fit this specific thing that they keep going after. And it's just it's annoying. Like now as a stand-up, I have my own, I could create my own fan base. I have my own structure. But it was annoying to me, like, especially going out to LA, but like, oh, I want to do Latina shit. And it's like, oh, well, I don't fit this like prim and proper.
Yeah, but that's LA though.
But LA dominates the Latino conversation.
Does it really?
No, you guys are being, no. LA informs what's in the media, the Telemundo, LA and I guess Miami.
Used to.
Yeah, now that's changing now. But for a long time, they were the people that said, this is what Latinidad looks like. Am I wrong?
Things changed a long time ago.
For the old heads, yeah.
So what's the difference now? Because inform me, because teach me about the new LA Hollywood.
Because LA Hollywood have tried to do so many shows, but Latino based, they all failed. It's so much so that they all failed that a lot of times you see the showrunners go on Twitter and going like, please watch my show because we're gonna get canceled because nobody is watching. Because they'll do a show and every time they do a Latino show, they have one Latino and 20 white writers, right? So I'm like, why I don't relate, right? And when they think about Latino, they only think Mexican. They don't think Caribbean.
That's what I'm saying. They're not including us in that. That's why, like, with La Casa De Alofoke, I have like a 2-part way of looking at it of like, damn, some of this shit is a little bit baddies type shit. But the other thing is that he's creating an entirely new market. It's like, it's no longer just, it's not no longer American and it's no longer Mexican. It is it's Santiago Matias, whatever his name is, and we're 3 million people from around the world. I went to a show, they were like Team Fruta, like Venezuelans, and it's like they're watching that. So
they're
I'm like,
watching that shit.
I am kind of like, yo, like, say whatever you want, but he created a whole new like viewership. But all I'm saying is that for me, my experience, like I went to LA, I was like, I'm so excited to be part of Latina shit. And then I was like, oh, you're not Latina enough. You're out of here. I was like, here we go again. It's like, I cannot keep having this conversation. So I'm like, I'm just a Gemini. I'm just a Gemini. I'm just a Gemini.
But LA is like that. You know, like you know how many times they were like you gotta audition, you know, since you're the Latino one in the roster. And I go and it's like, definitely a Mexican role. And I'm like, they gonna look at my ass and be like, once I be like, dímelo.
Dímelo, wey.
Dímelo, wey. Que lo que, cabrón. They'll be like,
now you're putting every Latino into the piece. Like, you're gonna hire me. We're gonna get Puerto Rican, we're gonna get Dominican. Y'all gonna get every Latinidad. So I'm like, I am a believer of the independent artist. I've always been an independent artist. I'm like, yeah, let's just create our own shit, because what they were doing before is not, I think it's just kind of like assimilating into whiteness. It's like, that's not Latinidad.
That's
like
exactly
there's so much other culture that we have that is not. I mean, I can't even remember the last time I saw like a Latino show that I like, except for, I don't think On My Block, a lot of people didn't like that, but that was for me. Like, I was like, oh, I fuck with this. Like,
Oh no, On My Block was dope.
yeah, I don't know like what people like, but like On My Block for me was like, I want to see more shows like this.
Yeah, On My Block was really
The thing is, I think it's also evolving. I think part of it is like Latinidad is evolving, and also like the way that we consume media is evolving.
Yeah.
Again, a lot of like showrunners and a lot of shows really try to find the validation of Latinos. So they try too hard to be a relatable Latino show.
Yeah.
Instead of writing just a good show. A good
Yes.
story. Telling like just a good story. An independent individual story about somebody.
That who happens to be Latino.
Who happens to be Latino. Instead, it's like, don't put the identity first. Make it about this character that we can that people can relate to. And by its very nature, it'll relate to Latinos.
That makes sense. Because I think that's why I recently was, I don't know if you know Juan Bago, and they have the thing called Cine Papis, a podcast. Yeah. And I was watching the movie Real Women Have Curves for that podcast. And I'm like, you know what? I wish I would have seen this movie earlier, but I kind of did fuck with the movie because she didn't like, obviously like Latinidad was in the background, but it was about her as a woman and like feeling like, you know, the body shaming. I think I like those kind of perspective as opposed to like, we're coming in and we're the, you know, I don't know, like
they're not trying to sell you a Latino movie. No. It's about this you know, about this girl who's just trying to find her place in this world.
But look, if you think about it, like look at La Factoria. I don't know. Have you seen La Factoria?
No.
It's an online show. You know, I'm saying I'm on season 2.
Hey, are you on it?
I don't know.
Said, let's plug in independent media.
Yeah, and that's independent media, and it's doing well. Like first season of Factoria is doing well on YouTube. For a reason.
That's what I'm saying. All of the people that I know, all of them are gonna blow up because they're creating by themselves.
Yes.
You know, Tommy, Ivan, you, Mori Soñando. Like it's like we're not waiting for people. I was like, when we started Mori Soñando, I'm like, this is about people that are trying to get shit done. Because a lot of the times with Latino, like my experience of Latinidad in LA is like, we want to get this thing done, but it's like we can't. And it's like, yeah, you can. Just you have resources.
Yeah.
You have
but the thing is that a lot of times they weren't willing to relocate those resources to those specific. You know, I remember we shot a show, phenomenal show with Mitu, and it was hilarious, great. They didn't release it. They just sat on it. I don't even fucking know because they felt like, oh, it's not gonna perform well.
But did you try it?
They didn't even try it. They didn't try it.
So it's a waste of time.
Yeah, wasted my motherfucking.
I don't know.
Por lo menos me pagaron. So
okay, that's check clear. So I don't know. I'm just gonna create my own shit. I'm like, I'm tired of. I mean, if opportunities come, great. But like, I always say, don't include me in the Latino media. Like, I don't.
Why not?
I'm saying not the conversation, but like the opportunities of like those traditional like LA media places in California. I personally don't really want to work with them. That's my opinion, and that's where I stand. Yeah, I'm like, I've seen what I needed to see. Like, I don't think.
I think the thing is, like, we gotta stop focusing on like what these audiences are. Instead, focus on the two girls.
Yeah.
What two girls? Me and my best friend?
The two girls that you were talking about how you did stand up, right? And there were two girls up.
Yeah, but I mean that is the audience.
That's your audience.
No, and that is what I'm focused on. But the thing is that, you know, as someone that has like these aspirations, when you go to LA, you're like, you know, you have like these dreams of like, I think I want to do this stuff. Like I want to be in these type of roles.
You feel like they put you in the box.
I don't think they put me in a box. I think they didn't know what to do with me. So they were like, let's not even put you in the room.
Yeah.
You know? I think now, like with stand-up, if you fall in love with the stand-up artist, people want to create opportunities for them.
Yeah.
So it's a little different. So like, I'm not going to say I haven't been in any like Latino projects. I've been in like a movie that was directed by Latina and stuff like that. But it's like they came to a show and they're like, I like you. I want to create around you.
Yeah, I like your personality.
So I don't know. It's just, I'm always going to feel conflicted. I mean, y'all are products of that environment a little bit. Yeah. Do you have any resentment?
No. I mean, keep in mind, I mean, I'm always angry. I'm always.
You're always
resentful.
angry.
Yeah, he
you
just
just
wakes
said
up
no,
like
but
that.
you just said you're angry.
I mean, the thing is, like, for me, like, I'm my trajectory is different at this point than Gadiel's, right?
Yeah.
You want to be more entertainment.
Yeah.
You want to be in the
I
entertainment.
like the
space.
whole stand up.
you want to be.
I just want to be dope at what I do.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, and we got the Gadiel de Orbe show. I got my own show. I'm shooting in my crib. You know what I'm saying?
And this thing right here.
This thing right
What's
here.
your trajectory? What are you?
I mean, my thing right now is doing. You know, I do little mini documentaries about New York City.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in my PBS phase.
That's so cool.
I'm just doing like little things
Stop
here and
calling
there.
it little. Why you calling it little?
I'm actually proud of it being little because
Okay.
it is little. It is small,
And
right?
it's great though. He talks about a lot of things that you didn't even think about. Like, yo, why is
Like
that
Riverdale?
Like Riverdale.
No, I'm kidding. It's a joke.
Does he?
How you not know what Riverdale is?
Yeah, okay.
He studies New York. That's how he's gonna
I
know what
love that.
Riverdale is.
Yeah, I'm in my I like to say I'm in my PBS phase. I get to interview people. You know, on Thursday I'm interviewing a veteran about a cemetery out in the Bronx.
Oh, no
right?
way.
Like, and then I got to interview Zoran Mamdani. So I'm like, you know, like it's little things like that kind of bring me joy. I love telling the stories that are around me more than anything else. And it's
that.
different.
And it's unique and it's different.
And it's different because the appetite, I think, for like, I want to write a series. I want to write like a show. Like,
yeah.
it's kind of like dwindling down instead of, you know what? Let
Because-
me focus on doing little documentaries.
But is it dwindling down because you were deterred? Was it a dream defer, or because like it sounds like you're really passionate about this like city documentary project?
Yeah.
But is there a piece of you that kind of was like burned by the industry a little bit? I'm just being honest.
I think you get a little tired.
Yeah.
And maybe it's not like it's dwindling down, but there are other passions that kind of rise up.
Yeah.
Right at the same time. And maybe things take a back seat. And I think that's kind of the way that we work. And also, like, my mind is always kind of like,
yeah.
what am I gonna do next? Right?
Yeah.
And I think
Sagittarius, search for truth.
what's his name? Jordan Peele says that when he writes, he likes to keep multiple docs open on his computer.
Why?
So when he gets tired of writing one script, he just moves on over to the next
I
one.
need to look up his sign.
And I think that's something that was like,
She has to look up his sign.
because I need to know what.
Esta mujer está del diablo.
sorry. Jordan Peele birthday.
But you know what? We're gonna switch up the conversation real quick. What we want to know is we want to know the juicy parts.
The juicy.
The juicy
You said something
parts.
about sex.
We're gonna talk about that too.
Oh my
Since you
God.
brought that up.
I don't have anything going on in
Mira,
my life. Oh, he's
cochina.
an Aquarius.
He's an Aquarius.
Oh, no, he's a Pisces. That makes sense.
He's a water sign.
Yeah, he's a Pisces.
He's
Okay, sorry.
yeah,
All right.
there you go.
All right. So how's the dating life going?
Yo.
What's up?
I don't have a dating life.
Yo, you said when you did the whole show, the Modelo Soñando, you went on the news
Oh, I did.
and I saw that clip. It was hilarious.
It was not in the morning. I was like, this is who I really am. At the time, that was 2 weeks ago, I had reconnected with my ex. That no longer is the case.
That just happened. That doesn't.
I know.
Was that the guy that you told me that lived around?
No. That other guy, he's just an ex that keeps popping up in my dreams. I'm like, I don't know what this means. So I'm like, I don't know if he's trying to communicate with me because I blocked him. It's just a lot. So I'm like, I'm at a point where 2026 is supposed to be the year, is my year. So I just have to get over all my exes and start dating new men. So I got on Hinge.
Okay.
But nobody likes me.
What do you mean? On him?
Nobody likes me on Hinge. I went to go check.
I'm pretty sure there's a lot of dudes watching right now. They were like, yo, give me an opportunity, Glorelys.
Yeah, but they always be the wrong ones.
See, that you're picky. That's what it is. You
I'm not
want the
picky.
ones
Look,
that
so
don't want you.
likes, nobody likes me.
What?
I went to go check. Maybe I gotta increase my radius.
Maybe that's what it is. I don't know what it is.
Or maybe my profile's too intense.
You got to match. You match with the Matt right here.
Who? Let me see.
This Matt right here.
I never wrote back to him.
See, he said he liked your photo. He like start the chat. You didn't even start
Let
the
me
chat.
see. Let me see. Let me see.
That's a good picture too. Uh-oh. Pero ven acá está Rihanna.
Matt. Oh, Matt is kind of cute.
Ah, tú ves.
Okay.
She's complaining. Está complaining. Ahí está Matt. De que I like
Let me-
you.
A life goal of mine to reach my potential. I have to let him go.
See that?
if-
Why?
Why? Hold on. Why? I want to know
I
the
am not.
decision-making process
I
here.
have already dated men that are trying to reach their potential. You are supposed to meet a man that's already where he's at. Because at this age, I think in your 20s, if you want to be a dumb bitch and you want to take that risk, it's like an investment.
Okay.
Pour into that man, but he's probably gonna be gone by 30 something.
Okay.
I've been a victim of that. I've helped many men, and they're gone. At 35, I want to meet someone that is where he is. I don't want to have to.
You want him to already reach his potential.
Yes, and if
but what if?
Here we go. The what if?
What if the guy is always like you always like want to search for more of your potential, even though you reached it?
I think that I would like to meet someone that already feels good about who he is and is great, and also has the ability to want to still expand. Because I feel like I reached my potential. I mean, there's still more to come, but like I'm not no regular bitch, right? Like I have a lot of great goals. I have a pretty balanced life. Like I already accomplished a lot of things that on paper it's like you can't say that I'm not a bitch that has goals, right?
Yes.
But that's what I'm looking for. Some people want more like physical touch. That's beautiful. I'm trying to get places, you know?
But what do you mean like by goals? Like you want to get married, want to have kids, half Dominican kids, half Jamaican? What is it?
I would like that, actually.
That'd be goal.
I would like to reach out to one of my exes, but he already, it doesn't matter. Anyways. So when I say goals, like to want to have a certain type of lifestyle, but also is a family oriented kind of man. Like, I have a list. I don't think that list is ready for this podcast, but I don't want to meet somebody that's still trying to find themselves. No, you need to know who you are and know where you're going.
Well, I like that.
That's where I'm
You're
at.
a man of
especially
purpose.
in our 30s also. Like when our 20s was for like messing around, trying to figure our shit out.
But you at least if you right now you gotta be like I already know what my purpose is.
Yeah, at least you know your purpose.
Yeah,
I have met like the last guy I dated really ruined it for me. He was the last, like every woman has to date like that man that just destroys your perception of love. And this,
damn, what the fuck did he do to you?
Everything.
That's heartbreaking. What happened?
Yeah,
I'm like, what happened? And that feels like it's a lot.
I don't know. Fuck it, we're in the podcast.
I think that for a long time, I'm a lover girl. I have this hard exterior, like fuck, man. Deep down inside, I do want to be in love.
No, I think you're very loving. Like,
but we're friends. But I don't give this energy to everybody. A lot of people just get.
I feel special now.
Yeah, a lot of people get RBF and suck my dick. But
damn.
In my 20s, even though I had failed relationships, I still like believed in love, and I had met this guy, and I felt like he kind of was irresponsible with my heart. Like it's a difference between like I made some choices that led me where I'm going, but it's like I had specifically told him that I just wanted to hook up, and he wanted to take it further than that. So he had me meet his mother. He took me on trips, like shit that is like.
He took you on a trip?
He took me on trips. Like it's like you don't do this. If I already said like I just want to hook up, why would you have me meet your family?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like it's like
that's a win. That's a win right there. Some girl told me that she just want to hook up.
That's what I'm saying. Like yo, like
you won.
Cause I'm in this place where I'm like, I was living in a hotel. I was living my best artist life. I was about to move to LA. Like I don't want to be tied down. But then you start like getting me to fall in love with you.
But what if he was falling in love with you?
It's irresponsible to make somebody fall if you know you can't catch them. You ever done a trust fall? And be like, oh, fall back.
No, I don't do that.
Exactly. That's why. Are you in love, Gadiel?
Nope.
All right, then. You need to trust fall.
I don't even know what that is.
Would you say he was love bombing you?
I would say he was, but I hate using those terms because it's like oversaturated. But I'm like, all I'm saying is that if you're not ready for a certain level of responsibility, don't open that conversation. And
but sometimes you gotta take that risk.
But for what? If you're already getting what you want. We already were hooking up.
But I think
what risk you want? Because at the end of it, you're like, I'm not ready for a relationship. And then you drag it on for 2 years.
Yeah, I think people just want what they can't have.
No, but I think you're right, and I think like
thank you.
And I say this.
I
say this as somebody who's done that.
Thank you.
Because I know the thing is you don't realize that you're doing it.
What do you mean? You're just doing shit like I'm gonna take you to Puerto Rico?
The thing is, it feels nice, right? It feels nice to be able to go to Puerto Rico with somebody.
It was nice, and I wanted it to keep going.
The thing is, that feeling is like it feels nice. But the thing is, before you know it, you're deep into it. You forget to take a step back and be like, this is not a door you should have opened in the first place.
But I kept doing because I had already been through like, I think for me, I have a few rules in life that I have to go by. It was like, if you just got out of a 5-year relationship, you're not ready to date. I don't care what you tell me, you're not ready to date.
How long after you're ready to date?
Probably like 2 years after the 5. If it's a 5-year relationship for me, that is a commitment.
Yeah.
You were intertwined with somebody. I'm talking about a real relationship, not a situationship. Like you were living with somebody. That's pretty much like you're not ready to date somebody immediately after that. Okay. I don't believe in that. I feel like you have to detach from some of those habits. Okay. So throughout the time, he had just got out of a 5-year relationship. I wasn't like the immediate rebound, but I was like the next rebound.
Yeah.
Which is still a rebound a little bit.
Yeah.
And I kept asking him throughout the process. I'm like, because my mistake was thinking that he was responsible. Because when you meet somebody new, you're like, oh, you're going to be honest, right? Because I'm being honest. So I'm like,
we always think the best of the person.
yeah, because you're dating. That's what you want to
think. And it feels nice.
Yeah, it feels nice.
And
so I'm like,
and the sex is great.
I don't know about all that. Gadiel. I'm a woman of God.
But Diosito sabes if it was good.
It was amazing. It's the best sex I ever had. Definitely.
That's where he got you.
No, but it wasn't because like he had the best moves. It was like he allowed me
La lengua.
He allowed me safety in the bedroom. I didn't feel like, I felt like a lot of the times in my 20s, I had to like have sex out of, I'm not saying out of obligation, but it's like, this is just what you do as a woman, as opposed to allow me to enjoy the moment. So like, he just gave me that safety. And also I was 30 when I first started dating him. So I felt like I was ready to own my sex life.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's a different conversation, different podcast. But yeah, I kept asking him along the way, like, are you sure? Are you sure? Because if we can stop right here and like reconnect when you're like, because I was on my healed woman shit. I'm like, I don't want to keep.
And when he said, he was like, yo, I'm sure.
He said, yeah, like I'm.
You gave him exit ramps.
I'm over that. Yeah, I gave him a lot of exit ramps. Like,
and he didn't want to take it.
He didn't take any of them. I'm like, I'm having a great time in this relationship, in this thing, but I want to make sure that you have gotten over. I know you just got over a fire relationship. Yeah. He's like, I'm fine, and then drag me to hell. But he never realized. I don't think it was until recently when because we talk. Sometimes we still talk, whatever. Yeah. I just blocked him, but he like reconnected with his ex. Not like a real reconnection, but he saw her. I'm like, I think you still have resentment towards her, and I believe if you don't talk about that stuff, it's going to drag into the next thing.
A lot of us guys don't get like that healing part. Like we just move on to the next. We don't want to be alone.
But that's a problem for the next person.
For the next person.
Because now we 5 years into a relationship and then you realize, oh wait, I still love my ex. But you already went down the hell with another bitch. Yeah. So I am done. I'm done.
So you don't want to date nobody no more.
I just don't want to date someone that just came out of a mess, that is like searching for themselves. I just don't want, I want somebody that is a man. And I think a man is responsible. And I feel like we have these conversations on podcasts a lot, like, oh my God, women want it, whatever. It's like, no, you have to be responsible. And I also don't want you to complain about money. Those are my two rules.
Yeah.
Y si la cosa está cara? La cosa está cara, you don't complain about money. Look at the economy.
Yo, I understand que la cosa está cara.
Esta economía.
And that's why I'm like,
I don't want a man that complain about money. Okay. Coño, esta gasolina está de pinga.
Okay, Gadiel.
When you go out to dinner,
I haven't even gone on a date. Like,
in general, in this hypothetical situation, do both people pay, or does the man pay?
For me, for you. I've never had to pay for a first date.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense.
You know, I think around the third date, I have like common sense where it's like, this is not logical. Like for a man, I mean, I don't know what the situation is, but I try to be lenient. Like if he paid for the first 2 dates, I got the third one. At least I'll offer, you know. But like, I'm not gonna also take advantage of somebody. Like, it's not. I'm not saying like,
Ni ella cree esa vaina. Ella cree. Because the moment she whip out the wallet for the third day, she this motherfucker.
Sustainably.
His dick ain't that good. Ni se baña bien.
No. I would offer to pay because I do believe in like in reciprocity. I believe in like, you know, taking care of each other, whatever.
What about you?
No, I think it's. I think. You know, if I'm inviting somebody out to date, I got no problem paying for it. I think, like, in general, though, like, it also depends on the person that you're with. I mean, there's different arrangements for different people. I think, like, being as old as I am,
37.
Or 37, I feel like at this point, you kind of...
put that out to 37.
I got no problem with that. I'm 37. Next year, I'll be 38.
Yeah.
You know,
that's how math works.
I'm about to be 39.
That's just the reality. Yeah. But I also think, like, financial literacy is something that goes with maturity also.
Thank you. That's a good point. Like, I feel like people are complaining about this. They don't even have financial literacy. Like, you need to have some type of stability if you want to start dating.
Absolutely.
That's least true. Something that is stable for you, whatever that looks like for you. Because I don't want to date someone that is like, we're out to dinner, like, damn, I got to pay $100 for the rent increase. I don't want to deal with that.
Yeah.
That ruin the night. I'm also not your wife. And I think that, I'm going to say something that might be, I don't like talking about dating because I feel like
we gotta know. Tell us
but I feel like the issue that I had with the last guy I was dating was that I was pouring into him, kind of believing that this was my husband. So I was like, you know, getting him stuff. Like whenever he would have a bad day, I'm like, I ordered you food. Like,
that's so sweet.
No,
That's mad sweet. Yeah, I like that.
Like,
a mí ni una mujer me ha hecho una vaina así.
You never got food. What?
Hoy en día, nobody wanna. They be like,
You're lying, Gadiel.
I'm hungry. Y le está bien. ¿Qué tú quieres comer? I'm hungry. Let's go somewhere to eat. Y dije, mierda, loco. Tú no pasas ni un pastelito.
Okay, Gadiel. So talk to me about what dating looks like for you. You pay for everything?
I pay for everything all the time.
But you're a superstar.
But I think people think I'm rich. I'm not rich.
Okay, but women, like if...
No, they don't even look at their purse. The purse is hanging back there. And I see the gay couple, like, they're like, oh, let's split the bill. I'm like, oh, it must be nice, motherfucker.
So you telling me you pay for all your dates?
All my dates.
Do you ever cut somebody off after, like, this is going too far?
I do cut them off. I just don't tell them.
How does that... So you ghost them?
I ghost.
So that's irresponsible.
I know. I shouldn't, but it's like, it's the best thing to do sometimes.
So talk to me about the last person you ghosted. Why you ghosted them?
Last person I ghosted? I don't even know. I don't even remember because I ghosted him so well.
Yeah, you're 39, bro.
You're 39. Yo, we say ages. You're 39.
Matter of fact, the last girl, I didn't ghost her. The only reason why I stopped talking to her because she said a couple of anti-black things.
Okay,
you know, and I really liked her. I really liked her. She's Dominican, dark. She was like big curly hair, like, and me encantaba esa mujer. And she was telling me that she don't like black people. I was like, bitch, we black people. What the fuck? And I was like, and I really like, that's the time I did talk to her. I was like, yo, you know what?
You had to do an educational moment.
Yeah, man.
A PBS moment.
And then after that, I stopped dating. I was like, well, I'm gonna be dating.
No, absolutely, because the last thing I need is for someone to procreate with, and they don't like my kids. Like, they have a bias.
You have a bias and shit like that. Like, come on, bro. Like, we first of all, it's 2025. We are beyond that.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
I just like the fact that people don't know, like, that they don't understand, like, the makeup of the country.
Yeah,
it's just like, I need you guys to leave the porch and like really just understand the makeup of the country. Yes. Like, yeah. So that's a really good reason to ghost somebody. I take it back. Sometimes you do need to ghost bitches.
I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
But her, I didn't. I actually told her, listen, this is not gonna work out.
Yeah. And I respect that. Yeah. I would like that. Like, if the man didn't see something with me, I would be like, hey, like, this is not gonna work out. I'ma cry.
Yeah.
But then at least you can move on. Like, nothing's worse than a man that leaves you in limbo for 15 years.
15
Sorry,
years.
That's
goddamn, 15 years. Goddamn.
It's a long story. Okay, so what? You're in a relationship.
Yeah. I mean, it's a.
This is public.
Look at him.
Espérame. Like, essentially, there's just like it's exclusive. It's what it is.
Essentially, is not confirmation.
We are seeing each other. Is dating. It's
no. Está como Ariana Grande y la tipa. ¿Cómo se Cynthia?
Yeah. So you're just in a situationship.
It's not a situationship.
Did you formally ask this person to be with you?
No, that's the thing about it.
Are you planning on doing it tonight on your birthday?
I'm planning. There we go. I'm planning on doing it.
When is it?
She better not watch this podcast.
In a. Here's the thing.
Here we go.
All right. I come from a family like where we things are very much like, oh, we're gonna get married, and then you kind of go off, buy some chicken, go to City Hall, get the thing, and then you go home. And I kind of like to have a little bit of flair to it. I'm like,
that's the Sagittarius. I need some freedom.
If I'm gonna ask somebody to do essentially go on this journey with me,
but it's just
I want a little bit of flair.
I think that sometimes men think that just because you ask me to be your girlfriend, that means you ask me to be your wife.
No. Look, I think we're also grown people, right? Yeah. And I think part of it is like we both this person that I'm dating, she's fantastic, she's amazing. But I also think like there are little things that I also like doing, little theatrical things, and I think it's
okay. But how long you have been dating?
At this point, it's over 7 months.
Okay, it's time.
Yeah. When do you think it's time? When is the time to really ask somebody?
Today is time.
Yeah.
Today is time?
Yeah, for me, my schedule is 3 months.
3 months?
Yeah, I'm on a timeline. My eggs are cracking. I'm
3 months. That's it.
I just feel like, okay, when I was dating the last guy, I have rules for myself. Everybody has internal barometers, how you measure things. Like, I'm sure there's things like if a girl does, you're like, yeah, she's out of here. Whatever those things for me. For me, I'm like 3 months. A month is like there's attraction. 3 months is like you get to know a little bit of his habits. 6 months is like you kind of know who this person's gonna be for the rest of the relationship. And I knew that with this last person, and I kind of wanted to believe otherwise. And 5 years later, I see that he was still the same person that I kind of met at 6 months. Yeah. Irresponsible. He's going to get it together for the next bitch. I'm not going to be the one to receive those benefits. But I'm like, for me, I'm 35. I'm like, we got a time crunch. 3 months.
I could see that.
3 months, boyfriend, girlfriend. If it doesn't work out in a year, if you're not like proposing to me in a year, 2 years, goodbye.
I mean, the beautiful thing with this person is that I think we're both on the same. We're both on the same page.
What's her sign?
We wanted to take it slow.
What's her sign?
What's her sign?
Yeah.
I would say Capricorn. I'm happy. And that's kind of a weird thing for me to say after all these years of living. I'm like, you know what? I'm happy.
You know what? That's why I'm mad. It's like, you happy, I'm happy for you.
Good communication, you find somebody that you connect with, that you have good rapport with, yo.
I don't know why, but a mí me trae la tóxica. La mujer que no.
But are you attracting that on some level, Gadiel?
I think that's what it is. I don't know what it is.
Because what is on your list?
On my list of what?
Of what you want. I'm assuming you want a wife?
I want somebody that brings me peace, first and foremost.
That's what every man wants. But are you bringing her peace?
Bro, let me tell you something.
That means no.
Let me tell you. I feel like I have like less patience now. I'm 39 years old. Right? So somebody me está peleando de una mierda, que una estupidez. Even like female friends. Like I even cut off a lot of female friends. So I'm like, oh no, you stressing me.
But what is it? Let me get an example of what's stressing Gadiel out at 39.
Like if you're mad that I didn't call you back.
Okay, that's childish.
That's childish. I'm 39 years old. I don't want to deal with that shit. Mm-hmm. You're cut off.
Yeah. One thing you should know about Gadiel, he will not call you back.
I will not call you back. Yo,
I'm gonna call you back, and you don't hear from him for like.
That's
3
the way
months.
I say goodbye.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a long ass conversation.
So your friends, it's your friends because they don't know you.
Yeah.
I know when you hang up, I'm not gonna hear from you for 3 months.
Hey, thank you. Right? It's a known
and that's
fact.
Okay. I'm busy.
Right? So I don't know. It's just like I just want to be peaceful, like somebody that adds to the conversation, somebody that's smart too. Like we have a conversation, especially the things that are going on in the world. All right, like. I would like to have like a Michelle Obama type shorty, like she's smart.
Everyone a first lady.
Okay. Michelle Obama, she's smart, like she's beautiful, like you know what I'm saying. She understands what's going on, like especially like within the industry, right? And I don't like dating within the industry because there's a lot of highs and lows. So sometimes you hook up with different comedians and stuff like that.
You hook up with different comedians?
Don't you? Isn't that a thing?
No.
Oh, okay. Or actors or actresses. You hook up with actors. You don't do that? No? It's not a thing.
I don't want to do that because I know that I'm crazy.
See, that's the thing.
I know that I'm crazy. So
you're already crazy and then you're dealing with somebody that's crazy.
When I say that I'm crazy, I'm like, I know that if I date somebody, my paragraphs will circulate around TMZ. Because I will write a paragraph. So I'm like, I know myself. I'd rather date someone that's like in finance in a whole different industry, so that
has nothing to do with entertainment.
Yeah, because I know that I'm gonna make a mess if I date somebody here. And I'm like, have I dated an actor? I don't think I've ever dated anybody that's important.
I don't know.
Can I ask, when you say crazy, can you expand on that a little bit?
Crazy is like sometimes I could be irrational. So like it's easy for me to be like, I'm Gadiel's friend. He didn't call me back. I'm like, I don't care. But if I'm dating you and I don't hear from you for 3 months, it's like, yo, you don't even fuck with me. Fuck you. Like, I'm gonna write a paragraph.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it through ChatGPT first because that's my ally now. And like, I wish I had that shit when I was dating with toxic men because now everything's clear. Gadiel, on December 3rd, you didn't call me back. As a woman, that makes me feel like you're not interested in me.
Yeah.
Please respond.
But of course, like a girl I'm dating, I'm gonna call him back.
Oh yeah.
A girl that I'm not dating, I'm not gonna call him back.
But you know, like that's the thing. Like right now, I have my brain, but I don't know who I'll be when I fall in love again.
Yeah, when you fall in love, it's otra vaina.
I'm gone. So that's like I'd rather just not make a mess. I know myself. It's like Jekyll and Hyde. Like it's like I don't want to leave the monster.
Yo me obsesiono. I'm like crazy about shorty. Yeah. Like, if she pisses me off, I'm thinking about it all day. She's this fucking, I can't believe it. Like, and I'm arguing to myself. You ever argue to yourself?
Yeah, like things I would have said, like, damn, I should have
said this shit. Like, I'm tired of your shit. Like, every time you call me, you say this shit. I'm tired. And I remember I stood in front of the mirror. I'm like, I'm really standing in front of the mirror in my bathroom.
Your Issa Rae moment.
Practicing. And I paced back and forth, like, practicing an argument. I was like, I don't want to do this ever again.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
And that's the thing. I think I'm at a place where there's certain feelings I don't want to experience again. Like feeling like, like that, like you have these days on the weekends, mostly like usually around Memorial Day weekend, you're dating a person and they disappear and you're like, they're out there being a fucking whore. And I'm like, and you get these butterflies in your stomach. And I never want to feel that again. Like, I just don't want to, you know what I'm talking about? Like, it's like, you know, it's one of them holiday weekends coming up where people just
heard them all day. They fucking somebody. I want to know who they fucking.
Would you say that you're a jealous person?
I think I'm pretty reasonable. Yeah. But there are.
Why are you laughing?
You don't even know me like that, Gadiel. I never like. I feel like if you give me a reason, if you give me like a weird, like one time I was when my ex, he's like, what sign does Sagittarius fall under? I'm like, oh, you're fucking somebody. Because why do you need to know that? You want to know what your boy's sign is? So I'm like, I think moments like that can trigger me a little bit.
I see. Okay.
You ever got cheated on?
I never got cheated on. And I've never cheated on.
That you know of?
I would say the people that I've dated are very respectful and they did it in a way I never found out.
Okay, cool.
I think, like I never found any evidence of someone else. But then later years to come, somebody, because you know the stories come later in pieces, and then you find out like, oh, when I was in Boston, you had another bitch, but I didn't know that. It came around later.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So you did get cheated on.
It wasn't. We probably weren't like in a real relationship or whatever. We probably broke up, whatever. I've had a lot of toxic. Do you say
something or do you hold it?
If we're not together no more, what does that matter?
That's true.
Do you hold it in?
If I'm getting cheated on actively, I'm gonna fucking tell you, and we're breaking up. I don't. That's my red. I don't do cheating.
Yeah.
What about you?
I don't do cheating either. Cheating's not good. I think you gotta be out and open.
Yo, and you know what? Good for you, because I talked to a lot of my female friends about like, yo, have you ever cheated before? They'd be like, you know, yeah, it's because when they blamed it on him, and so they take no accountability. They were like, it's because he was such an asshole. I cheated on him. I'm like,
now, Gadiel, I do want to say I'm not an angel. I never cheated on anybody, but have I hurt somebody so bad where I slept with their friends? Absolutely.
Damn.
So whatever. But we weren't together.
But hold on, you made the conscious effort. Like I'm gonna.
No. It wasn't conscious. Time is college.
It just happened.
Yeah.
Yo.
All right. On that note,
let's move on because this is getting crazy. Oh, wait, but
I like it.
Let's talk about identity. Look, that's a Latino shit. You're like, no. Okay. What is the last segment in this podcast?
That was the last segment of the podcast.
We're not gonna end it on that.
Yeah, what do you want to talk about? What's the last one?
Let's end it on what are your goals for 2026?
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah. 2020. I like that.
What are your goals for 2026?
I think I just want to be.
I do want to be.
She became the host.
They're not gonna leave me out to dry like that. He's like, on that note, clip. That's gonna be because you know, guys are mad serious, and it's like. With the music, like, the sad music. I did sleep with his friend, and then the music.
I got that clip right there. I want to know who the guy is.
No.
Other guys are gonna be like, "Oh, Kim, for you."
None of. I don't talk to any of them anymore, so they don't even.
They don't even know.
Would you say you've grown since then?
Absolutely. Yeah. Like, I'll tell you this. I've done some shit that I was like, oh, it doesn't affect him. He doesn't care. Because he doesn't care about me. But men don't express themselves outwardly. And then one time in LA recently, like a year or 2 years ago, LA is very small.
Yeah.
So there was a person that I met and I got along with them. I was like, wow, she was so cool. And I found out that she had a relationship with my ex. And that, when I tell you I was in that restaurant crying like a bitch.
Yeah.
It broke me. And at that moment, I was like, damn, maybe this feeling that I feel, he felt when I betrayed him.
Did he find out?
Find out about what?
Did he sleep with his friend?
I don't know.
Okay.
That wasn't the point of that. That wasn't the point of that.
That was a good question, though. That was a good question.
The point was that I felt the pain that I caused him.
But you don't even know he knows.
That it potentially caused him.
Okay, goals. Go to your goals. What are your goals?
I knew this shit was gonna be hot.
He's like, let me get backup. Let me get a witness in case you want me to delete the footage. I don't have anything to hide, so I don't care. I talk about this shit on my set, anyways.
All right, so 2026 goals. You
start.
Go first. No, you go
first.
You go first. Do it the guest here.
Okay. Like, let me take some answers. My goal next year is to be clear. It's to be precise. And it's to be funny. Those are my 3 goals. I really want to work on strengthening my writing. I think for a long time, because I had to manage. I don't think people understand all the things I was managing on my plate. So like they're expecting this from me, but I'm like, I can't give this to you because I have a full-time job. I'm a full-time Dominican woman, which is a whole job on itself. I just had a lot on my plate, but now that I don't have a full-time job and I'm just doing comedy full-time, I'm like, I have time to become a stronger writer. So that's my only goal next year. I want to write more. I started doing that slowly. I put out my first sketch, like my first episode.
Okay.
I wrote the episode. So it was like the first time I ever did something scripted.
Okay.
So I'm like, I just want to build that muscle and like really show people that I am the whole package.
I like that.
I need that. I need to fix that a little bit. And then that's it. I'm unstoppable.
I think you're so talented. You have a great personality. I want to see you in shows.
Thank you, guys. It's coming.
If they don't know how to do it or what to do, that's when the community comes together. And that's when we create these type of shows and put our own people in it.
100%. I think it's happening too. I think I see a movie in the future.
Yeah.
Like I would like to do like a little family movie.
Okay. And I can see you do all of that.
I'm saying we do it like, I mean, we could bring you on, I guess you're here. But I'm saying like the Dominican comics. I would love to see us all like do like a trip to DR and like film that and do something.
Damn,
I don't want to put it together. I'm just saying I would like to see it.
You do the work.
No. I've already done a lot of work for the community.
What? And this is only the beginning.
I know, and I need other people to also. We gotta all pick up a life vest.
That's true. Norberto, 2026.
No, I mean for me, I like being my own boss, and I think that's a beautiful thing. I'm gonna continue doing my little New York City videos, finding people to collaborate with, and
and possibly being in a full blown relationship,
and possibly most definitely being in a full blown relationship.
You better say
heard
that.
it here first.
You heard it here
Absolutely.
first. You better clip that today so his girl knows.
No, I ain't gonna do that to my mans.
Pero
cuando él me diga, I gotta put it out there.
Oh wow.
2026, I said I just want to be great at what I do. I want to be, launch this podcast. I want to,
The podcast is already. It's already launched. It's already launched.
It's already launched, but I'm saying like, grow this podcast, continue growing it. I want to be great at what I do when it comes to stand up. I want to be tight in the sense that I want people to fucking standing O's or like I want to be great at the craft itself before even thinking about anything else.
I feel that.
Right. And more writing and stuff like that, growing, and that's about it. Yeah.
I love that. It sounds like a very peaceful year. And I'm gonna go on more dates next year.
There you go. And possibly go on a date. I should adopt that one.
I'm gonna do a whole new roster, no exes, just a whole new people.
Oh, that's good to know.
People.
Yeah. Escucharon.
Yeah, all new people. I'm open to every sign. It's gonna be hard, but
Are there any signs you're not open to?
Scorpio.
Ooh, damn. She was so quick. She was like, I'm open to every sign. So you're not open to Scorpio. That was the quickest response ever.
Scorpio and Gemini, I'm good on that. And Virgo, I'm good on those.
Damn. Yeah, Virgo, I'm good on that.
Yeah, too. I'm good. Damn, so that Virgo shit was personal for you.
Yeah, Virgo.
We'll find out about
Vamos a ver.
Yeah.
Glorelys, Norberto, thank you for coming for today's episode. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. Leave in the comments what you guys think. I do have a show for my birthday, December 11th at Broadway Comedy Club. Show up. Fucking love you guys. Let us know what you think. Lo quiero mucho.